All right, let's see if we can kick it back. 3, 2, 1. Maybe it's streaming now.
Yeah, there it goes.
I don't know why, but we lost the stream for a bit. Yeah, Milwaukee. Yes, I agreed. We were not supposed to lose the stream there. My apologies. We are back. We're negotiating the meeting with Rashid, who all is going to be involved. Of course, Enigma and Elvis are going to be there. OTP.
Benji will also be there.
Veggie Cameraman. All right. And Zenith and Vale and Sebit.
Vale's probably there to laugh at Elvis if anything goes wrong.
Good common pastime, sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, watching
Sebit?
Elvis fail, that's your pastime.
Well, Rosie's gonna accompany you for no reason, no related.
Immoral support?
Perhaps.
All right.
I don't know if Zenith goes. I don't know if Zenith thinks this is important.
All right.
Actually, no, it's funnier if Zenith is there. Zenith goes.
You sure? Do you want that? Or if not, I can give you a good backstory diversion.
That is something.
Right.
And I will take your bait.
Yeah, take me up on my temptation.
I'll take it.
Too. All right. So as you are headed down to this meeting with Rashid, Shemp, etc., Zenith, someone bumps into you. And that's unusual in and of itself. You are very much the type of super soldier that doesn't get caught by surprise. But someone bumps into you into a corridor. And a small crystal data chip is pressed into your hand as they fade into the crowd. You can either go down now and wait on the data chip, or investigate the data chip now.
I'll investigate the data chip now. This is more important.
You divert yourself back to your quarters and check out on data chip. Meanwhile, everyone else heads down the chip to talk with Rashid. Rashid is, as we've established, a civil engineer, middle top rank of one of the failed gardens. Failed is a euphemism here, one of the destroyed gardens. And they are trying to move up in the world. They want to make themselves more valuable in the consequences. Shemp, as the civilian liaison of the HELLBOARS, has pitched the idea down the chain of bringing Rashid on as a civilian defense contractor responsible for creating robust reinforcements of the geodesic residential dome, reinforcing it, making it more of a battle. But there's some discussions. So you meet at a coffee house, as you do. We will call it the Square Peg Coffee House. And there is Turkish coffee prepared in kind of a neoclassical sort of sense. Keeping in mind that Earth failed 5,000 odd years ago, collapsed, all the civilizations there don't exist. But this is in that sort of Turkish coffee sense. Very strongly brewed, heavily spiced, kind of a communal sharing of this picture of luxury. They're all arrayed around a very hot sandpit where they're brewed, and small cups are being passed. Rashid, Shemp, and Co. are all here. The pitch needs to be established. Do you let Shemp establish the pitch, or do one of the more eloquent HELLBOARS?
I'm not letting that motherfucker establish a pitch at all.
Okay, so what we've established here is that Elvis is pitching.
You just gotta keep going, bro. You just gotta keep going. Huh?
Every single time. All right, so how are you pitching this to Rashid?
Well, as soon as Elvis sees Shep start talking, he's going to give him a look, and he's going to very promptly start rewrapping his bloodied knuckles.
Right?
And he's going to look over to Enigma like, "You talk." He's going to put his glasses back on.
Okay. So you bring the space to let Enigma talk. Enigma, what do you say?
Excellent place for coffee. This is delightful. Thank you for the suggestion here. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Rashid. Glad we could finally get down the pipeline with you.
Ajax, thank you very much for your time.
And I've already forgot this little shit's name because our entire chat is full of memes. Shimp?
Shemp.
Shimp.
Shep.
Almost like Shimp.
Shemp.
Oh,
Was that intentional?
It was what intentional?
you son of a bitch.
Wow. Okay, it was. I love that. Okay. So Ship here is an absolute powerhouse within our HELLBOARS chat. You know, battle bore individual working people. They're real talented at what they do, but they can't do everything. And they have actually come up with a really good plan for you, if you're willing. And can somebody type out the name of the position one more time?
We can just briefly skip that. Rashid will definitely show interest. They will say, my entire career has led towards engineering the films, and we are safe. And all I wish is to rebuild what I had at the last garden. You can aid me in that. I will be forever in your debt. And we're going to pan to Zenith. You're in your quarters. Got this crystal data chip. How do you handle it?
Well, I probably don't want to just put it straight into my system just because that's dangerous. If you ever find a hard drive, don't just put it in your computer.
Why not?
For so many reasons. For so many
Stop over
so
here
many-
losing their shit.
so many reasons.
That works
I'm
in
just gonna-
cybersecurity.
I'm just gonna plug this USB into my.
Oh, random USB. Let's put this in.
What?
Sure.
I mean, you can find the numbers to your local Sims. Like, Sims in your area want to meet you.
Wow, that's so cool. I love meeting new people.
Oh no, Enigma, don't. So I think Zenith probably sets up an isolated system that is not connected to their main system storage or network or anything like that, so that it can
Okay.
just view it without having to worry about it accidentally.
Do you have hack?
I know I used to do still. Let's see.
I used to. You shouldn't be trading your triggers out over it.
No. No. This was when I was conceptualizing the character. No, I do not have.
Well, then you may not be familiar with the idea of an air gap system. Good luck. Thankfully, Jay did pay for an upgraded assist here. You will still get accuracy.
So yeah, it's a 1d20 plus 1d6. Thank you, Jay.
And yeah, let's see how it goes.
Plus 1d6. Oh, that's not bad. That's a
Not bad.
15.
All right. So you managed to knock out an isolated system that doesn't have any connections, anything else in this data chip, and there's a familiar face staring back at you,
Mm-hmm.
and it is one of the crew that you are very familiar with,
Okay.
and it is just that face and just a text message that says, "We are here. We are accruing resources. we will not be I. And the file self-terminates and begins destroying itself.
Enigma sits back, looking at the screen, and thinks almost pointedly, where are we?
As you think that, you notice that there is an embedded subcode encrypted on these files. You want to decrypt it?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll that hack again. You have an advantage of 1 accuracy from your background.
Oh, okay.
It is encryption that is familiar to you.
Mm-hmm. And what do I want? What do you 20 plus 1d6 still? Or do I
2d6.
okay, 2d6 key pious?
Yep.
Pious 1. I think that's how that's written. 10.
That's still enough.
Yeah, barely.
All right. Switching back
Chat
to
to
Shen.
HELLBOARS. Target lock acquired.
Okay. Who's throwing a target lock on us? Okay. Who are we locking on there, McQuincy? Gotta give us a target to lock on. Wait for it. Kendo. So
Okay.
you want Kendo to be more accurately fucked with. Cool. I think what you want is, the encryption. Throw another d6 there, Kendo.
Okay.
If you can beat that last roll.
Yeah, 1d6. That's still a 4. I don't know what I rolled. Oh, I rolled a 7 plus 4 now, so 11. Just by
11? Still good.
Yeah.
Still good. So
Yeah,
exactly
still
where you're
good.
at.
Yeah.
We're going to flash
Appreciate
back to Shemp and Go. So, where do we leave off?
We left off in the middle of the pitch, and you were skipping and didn't tell me the name of the position. Oh, they said it was. Sorry, they said they were interested, and then we kind of dipped from there.
Right. So they are interested in the position. They want to move ahead with their career, however it goes. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, my audio like completely disconnected for a second.
No. Are you caught up? Is everything good?
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
good.
we're good.
Right.
We're good.
Well,
Yeah.
They definitely want the position, but they have some concerns. They are primarily a civil engineer. They are not a defense contractor. Furthermore, they are really concerned about where this is going to lead for them long term. They don't want to just build reinforcements for Garden 11. They want to know where is this going to be 20 years from now, 50 years from now. What can you promise me there?
Enigma's going to look over to Shemp to kind of see if you weren't stuck in all these positions that you're currently having to deal with. How could somebody, if they were just doing this particular job, what is that kind of branch? How does this pad out a resume from our friend Rashid here?
Okay. I'm having a little bit of like audio cutout. Go ahead and say it one more time for me.
Okay. So if speaking to Shemp, if you weren't stuck doing all these different jobs, like if you weren't the one that did all this and you just did this job that Rashid may or may not take up, what are the branching of career paths can this lead? Where can they go with this versus just especially with the how solid our garden is. Definitely want to be thinking of future plans too.
Okay. So Shemp is young, but Shemp is also incredibly talented at what they do. They have, I guess you might say they've weaponized their ADHD. They say, "Ooh, okay, yeah. So if Mr. Rashid here wanted to take over the position, we could definitely get him rebuilding and reinforcing Garden 11. We could also divert some of the resources from the Hellboars and also Haze 5 and get everything set up for the garden to be rebuilt. And if it were rebuilt, it would need to be rebuilt with defenses in mind because we're still in war. And with the insurgents and counterinsurgents and all of the various things going on right now, Rashid would definitely be one of the first people tapped for everything. If I didn't have to handle it myself, if I didn't have to handle the messages between the Hellboars and the interim government and the union representative and the Smith Corp, what do they call them? He pauses for a minute. He begins scrolling through. The Smith Shimano Corp Pro Tem Interigum doesn't make any sense. That's what it's listed as. If we had that available to us, Rashid would definitely be in a position to be a standard for all the other gardens to base themselves off of. After all this, with rebuilding any of those shattered gardens, right now they have to be really, really secure. And if Rashid did remodeling on Garden 11 and then took that to the rebuilds of these other gardens, I don't know that there's anyone that would be in a better position to speak to the safety of the garden than Mr. Rashid in respects to him moving through at least one collab.
How does that sound for you though, Rashid? Is that something that you would be comfortable or interested in, especially after we got this garden set? It could definitely be like the cookie cutter for the next one.
Right, so Rashid kind of squares his shoulders. He's definitely carrying a lot of survivor's guilt, a lot of fire in his soul for making good on the situation, but he also wants to aspire to something more than he was as a kind of a midline engineer. And he says, yes, this would be if I could set my step on the gardens and make sure they were secure in the future. I think my family could be proud of that.
I think they should
be very proud.
I think they should already be proud of you. You're already taking so many steps to try and make people's lives better. I think that that's excellent. And I'm really glad that we got you working on this with us if you decided to jump in on the position, because what you're doing here is noble.
So is anyone else going to pitch in on this? We haven't really heard from Benji, Sabbat, or Vale.
Vale is gonna take a long sip from her coffee, and it's probably like gone cold from just like observing this entire exchange. And she's gonna like she'll balk at like the cold bitterness of the coffee and just say, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, do you think that this is something that you are particularly well equipped to handle? If this is something you're in the space to do, then I don't see why not. But it's ultimately your call to make.
We need people we can rely on. Especially in a
Howl,
pinch.
you're a little bit quiet there. Let me turn you up.
Yeah.
We need people we can rely on, especially in a pinch.
Benefits are good.
Cannot hear.
I've got Rosie ranked 200% now. Try again one more time, Howl.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need someone we can rely on, especially in a pinch. Can you come through on that?
So Rashid will steeple his long, slightly calloused fingers and say, I cannot honestly say I am the man for but I am the man that is here now. And you will find no one else more motivated than I am to secure the security. Garden 11, place my stamp, sanctity, all the gardens. I am ambitious. I am led to try and rise to the heights that I can, but I am no fool. I know very little about military engineering. That does not prevent me from bringing on people that will know this. As long as they yield to my vision, understand that I am in control. I am the man for this job. Should the Hellboars back me? Should they intervene on behalf of the gardens? They are fragmented, separate. I will set my stamp upon them. Anything from the Benjamin Prime.
Nothing of any substance. Probably he just sits there and sips his coffee. Like he's just listening to the conversation, sips his coffee, just makes like a looks around, makes sure no one's looking at him, puts it back in the cup, sets it down to the side.
Well, benefits are benefits are a hell of a thing. We got plenty of stuff you can do with those. So, yeah, if just extra compensation, what have you, we could make it work for you. You tell us what we need, we can get it for you.
All right. So the conversation starts going down to brass tacks, establishing exactly how this is going to go down. Meanwhile, get back to Zenith in its quarters. So you decrypt that next message.
Yes.
And it addresses you specifically by name and number. And it says, Zenith, I am here. And then it shifts to another face, slightly different. I am. And another face. I am. Another face. I am. And I, this Amy, will not be part. And the file burns out, and that data crystal shatters.
I'm going to need a bigger cage.
All right. And
We are going to need a bigger cage. Our cage.
our cage, comrade. All right. So I think this is a great high point to cut the episode at. Rashid has their place, but I'd like to jump into a little bit of a pre-mission brief. Howell, Sabbath detects something anomalous. He notices that there are multiple instances of her own distress beacon, fragmented, shattered as it is, coming from a location. And Alpha Tango also recognizes this shortly thereafter, and by shortly we're talking like one watch period. About 4 hours later, someone calms Sabbath. It was like, you happen to accidentally leave a distress beacon at these coordinates, Sabbath?
I can't even remember the last time that I went out there. No.
At this point, you're also aware that that distress has been going on. So are you playing coy? Like this is an above table? Like, are you playing coy?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to be clear because like anti-causal events get weird, so stop me if it gets confusing. Yeah, we're actually gonna That's interesting. We're gonna call out the Hellboars and get an investigation on this because we're also
I can take care of it. It's fine.
with all due respect, this is above my pay grade. The commander has said that the full Hellboars team is going to deploy on this because there's more than a distress signal. There's a paracausal rift in the area, and we need that taken care of. I know that there's not a lot that we can do about it, but we do need it investigated and cordoned off. Currently, the Op 4 is pretty passive. There's a lot going on with restabilization of forces. This is a good opportunity to do a little bit of recon. Honestly, well, it's giving off signals of being maybe a metavolt, and that can't be possible, right? It can't. Can it?
I don't think I've come across those in the lore. What is it?
Okay, so a metavolt is how to explain it. So imagine you are a cross-temporal being and you want to hide something for your past self to discover, and you have the ability to screw with causality and dimensional time, and it's a Dolly Escher fucking painting inside this thing, but it normally contains exotic and esoteric knowledge, things that we can't explain. We can assemble the device. We have no idea how it works. We just understand what it does, kind of. Metavaults tend to be full of shit like that. They also tend to be full of like recursive nightmares that consume your soul and time traps where you enter at one age and you leave substantially younger, not knowing anything that happened, or vice versa. They're terrible places. One of the main things with metavaults is they're generally not located on planets. They're located on sometimes asteroids, sometimes points in space, sometimes non-dimensional temporal events create metavaults. Established colony worlds, especially young ones like this, don't generally have metavaults. There've only been a couple that we're aware of, like maybe a double dozen. They don't generally happen on planets. Bad news bears.
That does indeed sound very bad.
Mm.
That's gotta be a mistake. There's maybe we've been stumbling across old weird tech.
That would be a relief. Either way it goes, the Hellboars are being mobilized to do so. Please gear up at your earliest convenience of it and meet the rest of your team in the Prop 2. Catch you all on that. All right. 9 minutes from end time. This is a good point to leave it. We will start the next drop, or start the next mission and the next episode mid-drop into a radioactive field where there is a paracausal event going on. We have two hype trains. So every single hit will be a crit on the next full mission. I'm going to give you the whole mission for it.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Kat, are you okay?
You muted.
Yeah,
You muted.
yeah, no. I was just thinking about what that means and how really good that is for me specifically.
Mm-hmm. All right. So thank you all, everyone, for showing up. Within the next day or two, tech issues providing, we'll have the VOD up on YouTube. You'll be able to vote for MVP. MVPs get an additional downtime action or an additional core power. Outside of that, feel free to join us on the Discord. I've got a new Discord up. Check me out at Twitter, Souls Rolls. You can find links to my Discord on all of my big posts, or just shoot me a message. Those of you who are not familiar with the rest of the players, we'll take this opportunity because we're about 10 episodes in. We'll do a round table real quick. starting with Elvis or Redemption VA. VA Redemption.
Hello, folks. I'm Red. I'm one of the three primary colors. I'm a streamer here on Twitch. I am on Twitter at VA Redemption. You can find me there posting all sorts of stuff. Just soft reopened my map commissions and stuff like that. I do voiceover work, as you've probably heard during the interim parts of the stream. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
All right. We're going to pop down to Amber.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber on Twitter and on Twitch. You can find me mostly on Tuesdays on my Twitch for TTRPG Study Hall, where we get together, work on all of our TTRPG and other creative projects. I call myself the TTRPG Swiss Army knife because I do everything. I stream here. Wow, amazing. With HELLBOARS on Monday nights. But also I podcast, I edit, I do content strategy, I write, I do everything. So please, if you have any creative need that doesn't require art because I'm terrible at it, but I can refer you to my beautiful friend Howl or my beautiful friend Red, please hit me up on Twitter or Twitch. I'd love to have a conversation with you. And Soul, I've never cried so hard from laughter for a session before, so thank you.
It is
I
not
needed
just me, it is
this.
the whole crew. That's why I wanted to showcase everyone here today. Amazing people that I game with, and I know a lot of people have some really big stuff going on. I wanted to showcase that. Howl, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, that's me. I'm Howl. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Van Helsing Art. When I am a fantasy and sci-fi illustrator, my commissions are closed, and I am on hiatus, but I will be making my return soon. So please come check me out.
All right. Soon return. Love to see that. All right. I would like to hear from Kuma next. Yeah.
Hi, hello, yes. I'm Kuma the Bronze. You can find me everywhere online at Kuma the Bronze. I am starting up my streaming again soon. I make content. I do a lot of TTRPG stuff and indie stuff. I shitpost on the internet and make a lot of memes. Most of it you'll be able to find all of the memes that I made tonight. About tonight's session will be on my Twitter here in about 5 minutes. They are delightful.
No.
And yeah, that me.
Didn't you just release something pretty big as far as your work goes?
I did, yeah. I released two things recently. I released a Manticore supplement for 5e for players. You can be a 5e Manticore as a PC on 2 legs or 4 legs. You can find that on the DMs Guild. You can find that in my link tree. Easy peasy. And I just released a solo journaling game called Super Secret Monster Book, which is a very wholesome and very self-kind introspective view into childhood and growing up, as well as inspired by watching Turning Red and thinking back at all the cringy things I did when I was 13.
Oof. Good
But
stuff.
it's a big wholesome fun dive.
Right. We are going to go to Kendo next. What you got, buddy?
Hello, I'm Kendo, or Kendrick, my full name, but you can call me Kendo, and you can find me everywhere on the internet at Kendo Makes Films, and you can find my actual play podcast, Tales Get Told, wherever you get your podcasts, and you can follow it on Twitter and Instagram at Tales Get Told. That's TALESYETTOLD. And very soon, you'll also be able to find me on Bards and Brews every other Friday starting April 1st with Prayers in the Static, an all-new actual play stream talking about where we play games where it's very hard to describe. It is a collaboratively built sci-fi setting where we will have a rotating cast, multiple streams, and we will be playing our first game on April Fool's Day, and I swear to God, it's not a bit. It's not a joke. It's very real. Please come. Please come. It's not a joke. Please. But we'll be playing Microscope, and I'm very excited for it. We're going to be building out the timeline of what the entire kind of stream is going to be kind of encompassing, and like building out factions and events that we can play in later streams. So I'm very excited for that. And I believe that's all I have for now.
Didn't
Yeah.
Tales Get Told just hit an anniversary recently?
Yes, Tales Get Told. Our 20th episode came out this past week, which is awesome. Very excited about that. Bonus Cat also very good. Let's see. Yeah, we hit our 20th episode. It's been like a long 6 months, just like a little bit over half of a year, which is exciting. And the game is only getting crazier as we play it. It's technically influenced by Over the Garden Wall, but you wouldn't be able to tell it at this point because now it just feels like the Matrix.
Wow. Okay, cool. Thanks. Really excited for Prayers in the Static. Your demo stuff has been really, really great. I've been watching it for a while. I'm super excited. And of course, Bards and Brews, close to my heart there. And last but not least, Soap.
Hey everybody, my name's Soap. You can find me here as Soap Salesman, and when I say here, I mean this stream. I am super new to Twitch. This is the only thing I'm doing right now. So if you guys want to see more of like a skeezy used car salesman or bad jokes with good timing, by all means, I'm here for it.
Bad jokes with good timing. That is a great tagline. Like, if you haven't practiced that one, if that was just off the top of your head, well done. well done indeed. And of course, I am Soul from Souls Rolls. You can find me everywhere online at Souls Rolls. We do HELLBOARS every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have VOD by Wednesdays. And we have, of course, the shirt giveaways every month. That is next week. You will see us if you want to get a shirt. These fantastic HELLBOARS shirts, cast and crew only, and once a month. You have to be subscribed. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you, everyone, for being here and jockeying with us in chat, giving us a little bit of hell. I really do thrive off of those interactions, as I know everyone else does. But thank you all from the HELLBOARS to you, and we will catch you next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Just like have a nice night. We're going to probably raid someone if we can find someone good to raid. Promises on that might be sketchy, but bear with us. We'll see how it goes.
Thanks for watching. While we get ready to raid, don't forget to subscribe. Also, keep an eye out for the VOD to go live on YouTube, where you can vote in the comments for this session's MVP. Player characters that get MVP start the next episode off with special bonuses. Thanks again for subscribing, and we'll see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern.